figure this out. Okay. Which is the graph of the given function? 5 sine negative 2x. By the way, I know it says t, but I'm just going to say x. I don't like using t as a variable. It bothers me. Now, the first thing I look at is the a value. In fact, I'm just going to write this a little bit bigger for the video. So it says 5 sine negative 2x. Now the a value of 5 tells me that the amplitude is 5. Does that help me? Not in this case, because all three of the graphs shown, they all have an amplitude of 5. They go up 5, down 5. So that doesn't help me. So I'm going to move on to the negative 2. This is a b value. And the b value affects the period. So let's go ahead and figure out what the period is going to be. The period is always going to be 2 pi divided by the b value. By the way, I'm not including the negative sign. The b value is just 2. The negative sign is a reflection over the y-axis, and we'll deal with that later. So the period is 2 pi over 2, which is pi. So that will probably narrow some of these down. Okay, so the first two functions have a period of pi. All right, it does one cycle, and it takes pi to do it. The third function does not have a period of pi. All right, here's one cycle of the function right here, and it stops short of pi. So I know that's not it. So using the period, I've narrowed it down to these two choices. Now, to narrow it down to the final answer, well, unless it's none of these, I'm going to use the fact that we have a reflection over the y-axis. So we know that when we graph the parent function of the sine function, normally it starts off at 0, 0, and it goes up and then down like that. So if I were to reflect this over the y-axis, it would look like this. Okay, I sort of ran out of midline there, but you get it. All right, it's a reflection. So basically, reflecting it over the y-axis has the effect of, here I'm just going to continue this graph to make a point. So this same portion of the graph over here to the right, instead of going up and then down, if it's reflected over the y-axis, it goes down and then up. Okay, so because this is reflected over the y-axis, I need to pick the graph that goes down and then up. Okay, so that tells me that C is the correct answer.